Hi, everybody. I'm going to go over today another board of Going for Blood. I've been talking about this subject a lot in my lessons. I did a lesson called Going for Blood, where we just talk about how when the opponents make a takeout double, that we can use redouble to say, hey, they might be in trouble, and say that we have the balance of the points and invite each other to double for penalty. So this is a board from the Soloway, the first day of the Soloway, where a partner opened a club and I had a completely normal one spade response and pass, and partner raised to two spades. So now, not really thinking about doubling the opponents. I was planning to probably just blast game. We were playing imps. I have 11, but I have a really good 11. I have very few losers with this nice concentrated 5-4-2-2. So my plan was probably to bid game, but the opponents came in with a takeout double. Now, what do we know about East double? What is this double in this spot? So they didn't bid over one club, but now they're making a takeout double of spades. So it sounds like they're short in spades. So we have 11 points, and our partner's got an opening hand, and so we know we have at least 23. We have the balance of the points. If my partner has four hearts and four clubs, the opponents have nowhere to go. So now this is going to be before we even get to whether we want to double them. I just want to talk about how likely we were to make four spades. Well, we have 11, and partner's max is 14, maybe. Yeah, 14 is basically partner's cap for two spades. So at best, we're in a marginal game. Four spades would be a marginal game. But what this takeout double tells me is that there's a really good chance that the spades are breaking badly. Now, my partner and I often raised one spade to two spades with only three card support. Now, some of you might never do that, and if you're just learning, you would think two spades promises four. But in my partnership and most advanced partnerships, we sometimes raise on three when we have an uncomfortable rebid. There's a really good article about that Steve Weinstein wrote called "One of a Minor, One of a Major, Now What." If you Google 1M space 1M space now what, you'll find an article by Steve Weinstein that really does a great job of explaining why to raise on three card support. Anyway, so we're back here, and I've got to make this decision. Do I bid four spades? Or do I go after the opponents? Now, if partner does have 4-4 in hearts and clubs, they're in so much trouble that there's no reason in a spot like this for me to go straight to four spades. I might as well check it out. If they bid diamonds, I'm going to be thrilled to double them in diamonds, because what happens on hands like these is once we have the balance of the points, they're going to end up contracting for 9 tricks. We have the balance of the points. If they don't have a fit, all we're going to have to do is draw their trumps away, and we're going to end up just winning on high cards alone. And when we have good trumps, it's going to be easy to do that. So I'm hoping they bid diamonds, but I start with a redouble. This lets partner know I have at least an invitational hand. I have a strong enough hand that I'm thinking about going to game, and it invites partner to double, and it also lets partner know that if they bid diamonds, don't bid three spades in front of me. I might want to double what they're doing. So that's what my redouble does, and it goes pass. My partner passes, and East now balanced with 2-no trump. Now East is now scrambling. They don't know where their best fit is. They're just trying to let their partner know, I don't know. What do you want to do? So I passed. I could have doubled 2-no for penalty. That would have been okay too. And now West bid 3 clubs, and partner doubled. Now, and it went pass, and now it's my bid. And now partners doubled 3 clubs. I know that they are in so much trouble. The fact that they've landed in 3 clubs, partner probably wouldn't double with only 3 clubs. The idea here is we only double them when we think they don't have a fit. So partners double, and sounds like they have 4 clubs. If the opponents are in a 7-card fit at the 3 level, and we have the balance of the points, I know we're just going to get a big number here against 3 clubs. So I just passed 3 clubs doubled, and I'm licking my chops. Even with 2 little clubs, I'm so happy, because I know that they don't have a heart fit, they don't have a diamond fit, they have a bunch of non-fits, and my partner hopefully will just lead a trump, and sure enough, he did. And now you can take a look at dummy. This is kind of the hand that you'd expect when it goes when they opened a club, they didn't have a bid. Partner opened a club. They couldn't make a takeout because they had a singleton spade, and they had the red suits, so they had to pass over a club. I bid a spade and went past 2 spades, and they were uncomfortable. They felt like they hadn't done their hand justice. They had almost an opening hand, but nice value, so they decided to make a takeout double, and boy, did it work out badly for them on this hand. So partner led a club, and so the way that these hands work is, like I was saying before, is that we have more high card points than they do. So all we have to do is limit their trump tricks, and we will get our our maximum number. So Warren knew right away, okay, let's lead trumps and let's stop them from getting roughs, like separating their trumps. So it went trump lead to the 10, which I couldn't beat. And now they started leading a low diamond from dummy. And I popped up with the queen. And so now when my queen wins, my partner knows I have the king. My partner gave me high-low count. 8 of diamonds looks like he's got 8-4 or 8-5 doubletons, so I think he's got 2, which is consistent with the hand. What I think is going on is I think my left-hand opponent has 4 spades, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 3 clubs. I think that West had nowhere to go, because if they had 4 hearts or if they had 4 diamonds, they would have bid diamonds or hearts. Those were the suits that their partner made a takeout double for. So the fact that they didn't means that they probably only have 3 clubs, or three cards in each of those suits. So I think declares 4-3-3-3. So now I know I just want to keep playing trumps. So I played another trump, and it goes 9, small, small. So now it's getting closer. The opponent's, I think West only has 1 more trump left. So now he plays a diamond to the 9 and my 10. So now I don't have a way in. I don't have a third trump to play here, but I know that my partner so far has shown up with no high card points. So I can pretty much take to the bank. The partner's got the ace king of hearts. The king of spades is 10. And the queen or king of clubs is 13. I know that that's what partner has. So what I did now was I just let a low spade over to my partner. Even though there was a singleton dummy, I was so sure that my partner had the king of spades that I let a low spade to my partner's, it turned out jack, so he could play another round of trumps where I just discarded a spade, and you see they won the king. So now I think partner had queen, 4th of clubs. From here the hand is kind of over. It went jack of diamonds, partner trumped it, and then that was it. Partner made them rough, and I'll show you what happened at the end. We'll look at all 4 hands. So you can see what happened with that West hand. Like, look at that hand. Your partner makes a takeout double, and they redouble, and you're like, I don't know where to go. And that's what this is going to happen to people sometimes. It's not even if West East had a slightly better hand for their takeout double. They still sometimes are going to buy. Sometimes I'm going to have the balance of the points, and sometimes their partner's going to have a good hand. So it's hard for East to know whether they should or shouldn't make a takeout double. Now at Imps, opposite a past hand partner, you could argue that East's double was a little bit too aggressive because of this risk of going for a number. So what happened on this hand was the opponents took 4 club tricks and the ace of diamonds. They were 4 down for 1100. 1100 down. And if you look at our hands, it's going to be touch and go whether we are able to make 4 spades. We have 2 club losers and a diamond off the top. So it's going to be touch and go whether we make 4 spades, but we just got our sure plus score. And there was not a lot the opponents can do. So this concept of going for blood when we have the balance of the high cards and the opponents don't have a fit, like they contracted for 9 tricks with no 8 card fit, they're done. And you can see from Warren's hand, Warren knows that this is what's going on. He led a trump from a trump suit that normally you'd be quite uncomfortable to lead. Queen, 4th of trumps. You don't like leading from the queen of trumps. But here, this situation is very known we have more points than they do, and the only way they're going to come to a lot of tricks is if we let them rough cards in each hand. Now it turns out on this hand there wasn't that so much roughing that they could actually do, but even just one rough, like if Warren started by leading his ace of hearts, which could be instinctively, because we normally lead ace from ace king, if he started by going ace king of hearts and a heart rough, to me that looks good, it feels good, but in reality that's just letting them get 1 extra trick, because the 4th round of hearts will be able to rough with West. They would just get 1 bonus trick if Warren started with the ace of hearts. So great lead by Warren, and just a very common situation of going for blood. If you're around Tuesday, December 6th at 3:30, I'm doing a practice set where we're going to go over the going for blood lesson that I taught a few months ago. A really important lesson, important concept to understand, that redouble puts us into this penalty double situation, to understand when we should go after them and when we don't. So if you're around Tuesday, you can, or if you've watched this afterwards, you can find the lesson on wolpertbridge.com. Thank you, and speak to you guys soon.